The 2024-25 season of the Premier League is up and running. Manchester United were the first team to get the action underway. They faced Fulham, and as we get into the season, as we just start to just warm up with more and more fixtures coming in thick and fast, let's tell you here at Sports Today, while I'm very excited about the 24-25 seasons, there happen to be a few crucial rule changes as well. So without wasting more time, as more and more teams get into the action, let's tell you what are those rule changes that you should be keeping a watch out for, because some of it is going to affect the added time, some of it is going to affect the virtual assistant referee as well. So be with me as I tell you what those rule changes are in the 24-25 season of the Premier League, starting with the introduction of the referee call. Much as you see in the game of cricket, where you have got umpires call, you got referee call in Premier League starting this season. Now, what is referee call all about? Much like cricket, it is about empowering the on-field decision maker, which is the umpire in the game of cricket. Here, it's the on-field referee. So, the on-field referee, the initial decision made on the field by the official is critical. This is what the umpires call means. The referee call, beg your pardon. It also means that the referee's call should stand unless the VAR, based on evidence, can see without doubt the on-pitch official has erred. In the absence of a clear evidence, the referee's call will be standing. Now let me break it down for you. This is all about empowering the decision that is made by the referee. So until and unless VAR comes up with conclusive evidence to overturn something that he sees go wrong on the field, or if there is a genuine mistake being made by the on-field official, only then will the decision be reversed. Otherwise, the idea is to empower more the referee greater, is to give greater power to the referee, and ensure that the game gets going in a rather fluid manner, and you don't see repeated interventions of the VAR. Also a move to ensure that there is no time wasting, there is no break of momentum as well, something that people have been critical of as far as the VAR is concerned. In keeping with the VAR, let's also tell you that the VAR decisions will also be explained in greater detail to the viewers as well, be it those inside the stadium, be it those tracking the game on social media or on other platforms. Let's tell you how the Premier League plans to do this. Now, the Premier League Match Center account on X, it's a new account being made. It has a little over 200k subscribers. Before I was doing this video, I quickly went ahead and checked it as well. So the Premier League Match Center, that's the name of the account on X, will post near live explanations of VAR decisions. In fact, if you would just go and check, it does in fact do that. It tells you which moment, which minute that particular incident happened. If you have any doubts, the match against Fulham that Manchester United played yesterday, there was a decision being made concerning Harry Maguire, and then there was a proper explanation being given as well. So it does work real time, I can tell you. Now more replays and decisions will be explained on the big screen. So if you're there inside the stadium and you're looking for explanations, you will get them. Everything that will be decided by the VAR, well, there will be more and more replays and explanations being given, so as to explain to you why is it that the VAR has made that decision reversal or gone ahead or made any such decision. Even if it's not a reversal, why is it and how is it that the VAR arrives at a decision, that also you will get to know on the giant screen and through other social media platforms as well. Now the handball rule as well. Let's talk about the handball rule. There is a bit of a change made to the handball rule as well. We know it's very tough on defenders when they're asked to either keep their hands at the back or ensure that the hands are stuck or are as close to the body when they're chasing the ball or when they're tracking one of the attackers. That though is seeing a little bit of a change now, because given the movement of the defender, and let me just read it out to you now, players have been told by the Premier League to not have to move with their arms rigidly by their side or behind their back. Now, this is to ensure that you give the players some sort of leeway, some sort of allowance to be able to move freely as well, because if you do try and tie down the defender with the hands as close to the body, it does sort of hamper their movement a bit to ensure that there is free play as far as the defender is concerned, and as long as the hand is even away from the body but in a natural position and with the flow of the body, the direction in which the body is probably leaning, those things will be taken into greater account, and not necessarily how close or far from the body the hand is. So that is another change you are going to be looking at. And lastly, there will be another attempt to ensure that time is saved. How exactly? Well, earlier what used to happen when a ball or when a goal was scored, from the time that the ball would go or go into the back of the net to the time that that you would see resumption of play happen, that used to be accounted for, and then you would see you would see added time being given accordingly. However, there is a change now, and because of this change you will look at nearly about a minute and 38 seconds of time probably being saved. How exactly will the Premier League try and achieve that? Well, they plan to take into consideration the first 30 seconds after the goal is scored. The first 30 seconds after a goal is scored will not be added to the end of the half, but any subsequent celebration or time taken on a VAR check will be added. So what it means over here is that the first 30 seconds after the goal is scored, well, it will not be added to the to the end of the half. So added time will not account for that that bit. For first 30 seconds will count as just normal play time. However, if the celebrations are to go past the 30-second mark, that's when the clock starts to tick. However, what earlier used to happen was that after the ball would get scored, after a goal would get scored, from that point till the time kickoff would resume, the entire chunk would then be added, the entire chunk of time would then be considered. That's not going to happen anymore. 30 seconds is going to be included, after which only you will see time being added. And before I go, let me also tell you that there's one more minute change you will see in this edition of the Premier League, and that is more than 3 players be allowed to warm up. Now, at the moment, there's only 3 players that are allowed at max. Now you can see, and you will probably see, 5 players at a time be allowed to warm up as well. So those are the changes that we're looking at as far as the 2024-25 edition of the Premier League is concerned. Let me know how you like these changes, and why don't you also let me know what your predictions are for this season. I'll also try and drop mine in the comment section, but I'd love to hear from you as to what your predictions are for the 2024-25 season of the Premier League. Hope you liked this video. In case you did, give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to the Sports Today channel on YouTube.